everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity, and I've got something exciting to share with you today. I can't wait to share it with you. If you are joining me today live, you're going to see the red live button up in the top right hand corner, and if you don't see that, then you'll be watching the replay. So thank you all to those of you joining me live. Thank you to all of those watching the replay. Now, while we are waiting for everyone to jump online, find their notifications that I've gone live, let me just bring this up on my other devices so I can see everybody's comments there. Okay, let's get this set up here. All good, iPad is set up. And from what I've been hearing, other demonstrators have been having issues, and I was having issues in the last couple of weeks too, actually seeing the comments over on the computer. So it just wasn't keeping up, whereas the iPad was. So that's why it's important for me to have both things running, just in case one doesn't work, then I can still see comments on the other. So there. All right, so we have just come out of the Easter long weekend. How was everyone's Easter? Did you all have a lovely time? Hopefully you got to spend some time with family or friends or both. Hope that you had a lovely time. Share with me in the comments what you got up to. Yeah, I'd love to know. We had some family over on Friday, Good Friday, in the afternoon, and we had games afternoon, which was lovely. Lots and lots of fun. We haven't been able to do that for a while, so it's always great to have that fun time with family. And then they stayed for dinner, which was really lovely. And then the rest of on Saturday, actually, I had my first craft and chat event, which was fantastic. I had a few ladies come along to that. They brought their own projects to do, and we just sat and crafted for a few hours and just enjoyed our projects and had a lovely, lovely day together, which was fantastic. They brought their lunch as well, so we shared our lunch together, and yeah, it was just a really relaxed day. So I hope to be able to offer those again in the future. Just really, really fun event that, yeah, is really relaxing. So, and I got to do some crafting too, which was fantastic. I got to do some of my scrapbooking workshop kits, which I had sitting there, and I got a few layouts done, which was awesome. So I was very happy to be able to do that. Yeah, what about you? What did you all get up to over the weekend? Let me know. Sunday we had a quiet day, had church in the morning, and then came home and had a nap, actually, because I hadn't had much sleep the night before. And then what else did we do on Sunday? I can't remember. I think we just had a chilled day. And then yesterday, Monday, also another chilled day. I took a little bit of time off to have a little bit of a break, and it was lovely. So yeah. Hey Rosemary, how are you? Lovely to have you here. How was your Easter? So I've got my little bunnies on today. Not necessarily Easter bunnies, because, you know, that's a whole nother story, but I don't do the whole Easter bunny thing. But these are just cute little rabbits. So I love this little one, what's her name? I keep on forgetting her name. I'm not going to even say her name. And this little one's name is Milo. This little, I've got a little enamel brooch, little enamel pin, Milo, but this little one, I always forget her name. I keep on wanting to call her Martha, but I can't remember if it's actually Martha. Something starting with M. Anyway, it's very cute. Yeah, so I thought that I would wear them again today. What else have we got? We've got lots of things happening. So we are going to be looking at, I'm going to give you a little sneaky peek today at the upcoming April paper pumpkin kit, because I've actually already got one in advance. Normally I will be receiving my paper pumpkin kits at the same time as you all receive yours, those of you who have subscribed. But the first one, the April kit, anyone who attended on stage actually was given one of these as a prize patrol. So I actually have one early. Hey Leslie, how you going? Now, I'm going to be sharing a bit about Paper Pumpkin today. Today is the 7th of April. So if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and receive the April Paper Pumpkin kit, you need to subscribe by the 10th of April. The 10th of April is the last day to subscribe to get the April kit. If you subscribe after the 10th of April, then you're going to get so say if you subscribe on the 11th, the 12th, up to the end of April and the beginning of May, you'll get the May kit, okay? And that's the same with every month for the subscriptions. If you're a new subscriber, you need to subscribe by the 10th of the month to receive that month's kit. If you subscribe from the 11th onwards, then you'll receive the following month's Paper Pumpkin kit. So those of you who aren't familiar with Paper Pumpkin, hey Leonie, how you going? Great to have you here. If you aren't familiar with Paper Pumpkin is a fantastic kit that comes in the mail every month, always different projects every month in the box. And we get a little sneaky peek from the image on the promo flyers, but we don't actually get to see what's inside the kit until it comes. So it is a surprise box of crafty goodness every single month. So it has that element of excitement and surprise, which is lovely. Hey Dimity, how are you? Great to have you here. So yeah, it's going to be super, super fun. Oh, that's awesome, Rosemary, you have subscribed and you can't wait for your delivery. Fantastic. That's awesome. So what happens is you subscribe up to the 10th of that month for that month's kit, and then billing happens from the 11th. So from the 11th, your account will get hit with the billing period will happen, and the amount will be deducted. And then from that time, once your payment has been successful, then they will start shipping out the kits. So that's really awesome. And when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, there is also add-ons that you can purchase that coordinate with the kits. You can also get additional kit refills. You can get past kits. Now, because in Australia and New Zealand and Europe, we have just got Paper Pumpkin this month, April 2026, for the very first time. Any past kits will actually be from the April kit onwards. So if you don't subscribe till later on, then you can always purchase the previous kits as well. So you can actually go back and purchase the April kit as well if you want to. So that is really exciting. Those in North America or America and Canada that have already had Paper Pumpkin, then they can get older kits as well. I don't know how far back they go. I guess it depends on supply as well, how many they've got in supply. Hey Chris, how are you? You have your Paper Pumpkin kit? Yes, because you were out on stage with us as well. Fantastic, and it's awesome. You've been waiting 9 years for this to happen. I know, how exciting that it's finally here. And it's like Christmas all over again. Love that. Yes, I know so many of us are so excited about it. Hi, Leslie. I don't know if I said hello to you before, but I can just see there now that you jumped on and said hi. Great to have you here. Yeah, so very exciting. So we're going to be talking a bit about Paper Pumpkin, but I've got some other things to share with you as well. Just reading comments here. Rosemary says, all good there with her. You had a very busy Easter, Rosemary. Family over for Good Friday lunch. Sunday family over for homemade pizza lunch. Yum, lots of cooking. Sounds wonderful. Yummy food and family. What more can we ask for? Crafting, that's something else we can ask for. But it sounds like a beautiful Easter time with your family. That's wonderful, Rosemary. Fantastic. Hey, Jenny, how you going? Oh, you love my rabbits today. Aren't they just so cute? They're just so adorable. You had a lovely Easter as well. I saw that you were doing some camping over Easter, Jenny. That's fantastic. Yes, we had a lovely time too. Very quiet, relaxing weekend, which was great. So, still undecided about Paper Pumpkin, as you're not really a kit person, Leonie. Well, you know what? we are going to be doing some alternatives as well. So I'm not sharing the alternatives today though. That's going to be something special and exclusive for those of my customers who subscribe with me. But there are, so for those of you who are in cyberspace, and obviously we all are because we're here on Facebook, there are lots and lots of people that put up alternative projects using the kits. So if you want to step them up, make them a little bit different, then there are lots and lots of project ideas out there. You'll find them in Pinterest. There are Facebook groups. For those of you that are demonstrators, there are demonstrator specific paper pumpkin groups. There is a paper pumpkin, a Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkin website as well. We've got fantastic people like Rachel Tessman in America that does alternative, like a whole stack of alternative paper pumpkin projects to make your paper pumpkin kits go further. So it's more than just what you get in the box. There are lots and lots of things that you can do with these products. You don't just have to keep it just with what is in the box. And the great thing about Paper Pumpkin 2 is you get an ink spot and a stamp set with each one as well, and you can make them go further as well and use them on other projects too. With your first kit, you will get a block as well, and then you can use that block with your other projects as well. It's just a D size block, but it's a smaller one. I'll show you the type that you'll get. With the ones that we got at on stage, because we're all demonstrators, we've got our own blocks already. We didn't get a block with ours, but I have some of the blocks that we get in some of our other kits from the kits collection. So it'll be a similar type of block to that. So I've popped one in here just to show you what that will look like. So we're going to open that up today together. I haven't actually opened mine. I've opened the lid and I've had a look, but I haven't actually pulled it apart yet. So we're going to be doing that today. So I'll tell you when we get to that point though, because if any of you don't want any spoilers before you receive your kit, then that will be your time to turn off, okay? But don't go yet because I've got some other things to share with you first before we get to that point. So any of you unsure about Paper Pumpkin, just know that there is lots more that we can do with the kits. And the other thing is too, if you subscribe and give it a go, you can unsubscribe again at any time. So if you decide that it's not for you, no worries, you can just unsubscribe again. It's really, really easy to do. Okay, before we get to that though, let me tell you about a few other things. All right, first of all, I have got the April tutorial bundles now available. So we have got 12 beautiful new stepped up projects for you in the tutorial bundles. And that is available now. Now for my customers that shop with me, you will get bundle number 1 for free with a $50 order. And if you spend over $100, you'll get bundle 1 and bundle 2 for free from me as a thank you gift for ordering with me. If you are not one of my customers, perhaps you shop with somebody else or you are a demonstrator, you can purchase the bundles for $14 each, or you can get all of them, all 12 projects, for $28. Now I've got a sneaky little peek to show you my project of the bundle, because this is a collaboration that I do with demonstrators from other countries as well. We have a monthly collaboration that we put this together so that we can each share that. And this is my beautiful project. It is a step card, and oops, hang on a minute, I've got the instructions in there too, which you can't have because you can only have that if you purchase the tutorial bundle. So I can't show you those. They're secret. But this is the project. You're going to be seeing it in reverse. But how cute is that? And so we've got the little step here at the front. So we've got, detail there. And so we've used the, what's it called? The swing, can't think what it's called now. So we used the Cute as a Bug Suite with the swing and coordinated those two together to create this cute little card. So if you would like to see how to make that with all of the instructions, because it is a step card, So it is a stepped up and lots of layers and things, and lots of techniques on there as well. That is in this bundle. Here it is up here. So that is in bundle number 1. Okay, so just let you know that that is available if you're interested in that. I'm going to put all of my links in the comments so that you can grab all of the links for any of these things that you are interested in. Now I'm trying to put this back in the plastic. There we go. Okay, good. All right, so that is available now. We've also got, just reach over to here. I've also got coming up my greeting cards gift box set class. This one is coming up. Now I've already got some registrations for this one, so if you want to join us, make sure you register soon so that you don't miss out. This one I'm offering on 2 different days, so you can choose which day suits you best. So we've got Saturday, I'm trying to read it back to front, 25th of April. That's an afternoon class, or Wednesday, the 29th of April. That's a morning class. $50 per person. Feel free to invite your friends along as well. Just get them to register themselves also. And we're going to create a set of beautiful cards and a lovely box to store them in, which you can either use yourself or you can give as a gift. Registration is by the 11th of April, which is Saturday. Yeah, Saturday coming, the 11th. And this project includes product as well. So you're going to get some of the lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper. You're going to get some Whispers of Texture specialty paper. You're going to get some cloud cover textured ribbon. You're going to get some Moody Palette glossy dots. I'm reading off my list here. You're going to get 5 basic white C6 envelopes. You're going to get the project kits to create 5 cards and the gift box. You're going to get all the project instructions and light refreshments, of course, as well. So this is the box that we're going to be creating that stores all of the beautiful cards. So 5 cards. They are lovely. They're beautiful. And we're going to create the box as well. I'm going to teach you how to make this box and the cards that go in it. Now there is a PDF only version available as well for this class. For those of you who perhaps can't get to the class, or you live interstate, you live too far away, because I'm in Western Sydney. So there is a PDF version available. I don't have a kit to go version available for this class because the cardstock that the cardstock and the DSP that we need for the box needs to be in 12 by 12 sheets. So I can't mail that easily. It's very, very expensive to mail 12 by 12. So to keep the costs down, I'm just offering the PDF version to keep costs down for people. So watch out for that one. I'll pop the link up in a moment for that. Actually, I'll pop the links up now in the comments. So let me just grab those. Yeah, I'll put it there. It is there. Grab that. So I'll put the link up specifically in, I hope this works. So I'm using the computer to put that up, but I'm not seeing anyone's comments over there. So hopefully that will go up in the comments below. Not seeing it come up actually in. Does anyone see it coming up? Let me know if you see it in the comments. I'm not seeing it my end on the playback. So I might need to do it a different way if it does. Oh, there it is there. Okay, it's come up now. It's very slow, very delayed. Yeah, so that one is there, and then all my other links I'll pop up in a moment as well. I'm just going back to read comments. Yeah, Chris says about Paper Pumpkin, she doesn't look at it as a kit. It really is so versatile, and the products are better quality than normal. By the way, don't miss the suggested alternatives. Yes, I just wish I could have bought 25 to make for my swaps for incentive trips. Yeah, They are to die for. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yes, Leonie says, thank you for the comment. She might give it a trial. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can just give it a trial and see. And then if you decide that it's not for you, then you can just unsubscribe again from it, because you're not locked in for any set period. There is the 3, so you can do, when you're subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, you can do the pay as you go, which is great, because then you can edit anything that you need to edit and things like that. There is also, if you want to do pay in advance for a certain number of months, you can do there is a pay in advance option as well if you want a 3-month, 6-month or 12-month subscription where you pay in advance and you get all of those months coming to you. I believe that you can still pause on those ones too, but with the pay as you go, you can cancel that at any time. So yeah. Also too, with the Paper Pumpkin, after you receive your first kit, whether that be this month or whatever month you do your first subscription in, you can pause as well. So if you want to pause on a kit, if you maybe have seen the promo flyer and you don't like the look of it, or if you're going to be away and you don't want it just sitting on your doorstep or nobody can collect it for you, you can pause a month. So you can do that. You can also, with the pay as you go, month to month option, you can even change the address. So another option is if you're going to be away and you want to send it on to a family member to collect for you, you can change the address, the delivery address in the in your options, and you can actually have it delivered to a family member and then they can get it to you when you get back from your holidays or whatever. So that's another option as well with the pay as you go. All right. Thank you, Chris. Chris says you can't go wrong with Mandy as a demonstrator. You're very sweet. Thank you. Hi, Krista. Lovely to have you here with us. Okay, awesome. Now, the other thing is, if you are a customer of mine, or if you're not yet a customer of mine and you would like to be a customer of mine, I would love to have you. I'd love to look after you and give you the best customer service that I can. I am going to be offering something special for my subscribers. So for those who subscribe through my online store, and I do have a link now, I have a direct link now. Hey Janelle, how are you? Lovely to have you here. I'm going to be offering an exclusive monthly Paper Pumpkin party. So every month we are going to, you'll be invited to gather with me on Zoom where we can create our kits together. I'm going to show you some exclusive alternative projects as well, and I will give you all of the instructions to create them as well, but we are going to have fun with our kits every month together. So if you're unavailable to come, that's fine. I will record them and I'll send you the link, but it'll be so fun to join together and create our Paper Pumpkin kits together. So that will be exclusive for my subscribers. You're also going to get creative support from me. There will be exclusive emails for my Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and occasionally you might even get some little surprises in the mail from me, some occasional little gifts as well. So yeah, so come and subscribe with me. All right, let me pop all of this aside. All right, so pop all of that over to the side over here. And, oh, I also wanted to share with you as well with the, oh, hey Martha, how you going? Great to have you here. With the kit that is available for April, it actually does also coordinate with one of the new suites that is in the beautiful new catalogue. And my coordinating suite actually just arrived today, but I haven't unpacked it yet. So I can't show you just yet, but I might have it to show you next week. But this is the beautiful new Stampin' Up! Catalogue, the May to August catalogue. You can see all of my beautiful, look at all this wish list. So so many beautiful new things in this catalog, and these are all my pages tabbed of the different pages to go to that I reference frequently. Now I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet because it hasn't gone live yet. It goes live on the 5th of May. Those of you who have requested a catalogue from me via my request form, and those of you who are my customers who have shopped with me in the last 6 months, your catalogues are going in the mail tomorrow. So you might even have them by the end of the week or early next week. So look out for those in your letterbox. They are going to be coming to you in the mail tomorrow. So I'm excited to send those out to my customers and those of you who have requested a copy. So if you don't yet have a demonstrator here in Australia and you would like one of these copies of the brand new catalogue, feel free to get in contact with me, request one from me. I'm going to put the link with all of my links in the comments right now so you can request one there. So let me grab all my links here. And I'll pop that down in the comments. If you are watching back on YouTube, all of my links will be in the description of the video. All right, let me take a sip of my tea. Have you all got your cuppers? Oh, that's hot. It's about burnt my tongue again. I nearly burnt it earlier. All right, now, as I mentioned, there are 3 ways that you can pay for your paper pumpkin kit. We are talking all about paper pumpkin today. Very exciting because now it's available here in Australia. So you can pay as you go each month. You can, also too, don't forget, you get Stampin' rewards on those paper pumpkin subscriptions as well. So every month, if you're doing the pay as you go, or if you're doing the prepaid, you will get Stampin' rewards on each of those as well, which is awesome. So you get some of that back again in free product, which is fantastic. I've even heard of some demonstrators that had so many Stampin' rewards that they were able to do like a whole subscription for, I don't know how many months it was, if it was 3, 6 or 12 months, for free because she used her Stampin' rewards towards it. So there you go, you can do that too, which is awesome. If you need any help with subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, please let me know. It's actually really simple. I learnt to do it when it went live as well in April and on the 1st of April. And yeah, it was really simple to do. Now, I have got a link directly to subscribing to Paper Pumpkin through me. So I've got a link now. So let me just grab the link, Paper Pumpkin. Here it is. If you would like to subscribe through me as your demonstrator, I have got a link here specifically for that. It is in all of my links as well, but I'm putting the separate one there too, just so you can go directly, click directly on that link and go directly to that page. Yeah, that would be awesome. And you can join the Paper Pumpkin Party as well. Hey Sue, how are you? Oh, it's lovely that you caught me live. Thank you for being here. All right, now, who wants to see what's in this Paper Pumpkin kit? Now, if you don't want to see what's in this Paper Pumpkin kit, if you want to wait to get a surprise when you get your kit, now is the time to look away. I'm also going to be showing the add-on that is available as well, because that just arrived today too in my order. And I was able to quickly open my box and just grab that out so that I can show you that today too. So I'll share that with you also. But yes, I'm going to tip the camera down onto the desk. If you do not want to see what is in the April Paper Pumpkin, then until you receive yours, if you want to have that surprise, then look away now, turn off if you don't want to see. But if you do want to have a sneak peek, if you want to see what it looks like, if you're unsure about Paper Pumpkin, stay with me because we are going to create the projects today. We're going to do one of each of the projects in here, and the rest of my kit I am saving to do alternative projects. Okay, so we will have a little look together. All right, so I'm going to cover up the camera and tip the camera down onto my desk. My Paper Pumpkin subscription link has just come up in the comments, so watch for that. All right, so I'm going to cover up the camera and tip the camera down. Bear with me. Here we go. All right, now let me just see if I can adjust this nice and tight. Okay, it's been dropping lately. I think my clamp is going. Actually, I might just tilt this one up a tad. That might help. There is a lot of weight on that one, however. All right, we'll see how we go. Okay, and let's do some lights, and we'll do a flippity flip. There we go, and we'll zoom in. Okay, move the keyboard, bring in our paper pumpkin. All right, I think we need to zoom out a little bit. I think I've come in a little bit too close. Let's go out to there. Okay, we'll go out to there and we'll see how we go. Let's move that up a little bit out of the way. There we go. Okay. Now, if you're looking for my online store, you can find it two ways, either through my blog, mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com, or through my Stampin' Up website, mandywitherby.stampinup.net. Also, too, you'll find all of my events in my Stampin' Up website. Oh, in fact, that's what I meant to do too, is to share with you my calendar of events, because I've got a lot of classes coming up. And, wait, where did I just put that? I put that somewhere today now. Here it is. I've got a lot of events coming up. Some of the RSVP dates might overlap as well. So I'm just going to put my calendar of events link in the comments as well, so that if you're looking for all of my events, you can go there. Now, not all of the upcoming ones are in my calendar just yet, but they are coming. Okay, but the one I mentioned today, the greeting cards gift box set, that one is there ready. Okay, so paper pumpkin, here we go. Who wants to see what's inside the box? Very exciting. Before we do that, actually, let me just show you a little sneaky peek of this brochure, this flyer that's available. I did have a link to this one on my newsletter. If you're not yet subscribed to my newsletter, you can subscribe to my newsletter through my my blog. Okay, but there is a little sneaky peek of not only this month's April paper pumpkin, but also the May and the June and the add-ons that are available, which is a set of dies this time that coordinates with those three sets. So it coordinates with the April, May and June paper pumpkin kits. Okay, so each paper pumpkin kit, it's got the month, and then it's got each one has a name as well. This month's one is Lakeside Retreat. May is Sparkling Celebrations with beautiful lanterns, and that has got foiling, silver foil on the projects. Then June is going to be Bikes and Blooms, and that one's going to have metallics in it as well. So with the little butterflies, yeah. So really beautiful, and they're all going to be different. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you a little sneaky peek of those ones that are upcoming as well. Are you ready? Look away if you don't want to see what's going to be in this kit, because as I said, if you have subscribed to Paper Pumpkin and you are waiting for yours to arrive, then if you want a surprise, look away now. Okay, firstly, these are the types of blocks that will come in your first Paper Pumpkin subscription. Okay, this one I received from Onstage, so it didn't come with a block, and this is one of my old blocks from my other kits. But you'll get a block like that. It's a D-sized block, So you'll be able to use that with all of your paper pumpkin kits, okay? So make sure you hang on to that so you've got that for all of your kits. All of your kits will come wrapped in this beautiful tissue paper. Mine's a little bit crumpled because I've opened and closed this a few times. But it comes really beautifully wrapped like this, which we don't get this beautiful tissue paper with our Kits Collection kits. So that's something a bit different. And then here we go. Here's the contents. Now, I think when you open the kit, it might be up that way, perhaps. But before we get to the actual kit itself, let's have a look at the stamps and the ink. So we've got a Peaceful Pine ink spot. Now, this is one of the new in colours that is coming out in the May catalogue, in the May to August catalogue. And you're getting it early. So you're getting it in May before it's even released in the big ink pads in May. So you're getting it in April, which is awesome. So Peaceful Pine, it's a beautiful green. Yep, that's one of the in colours. So you're getting that. You're getting this beautiful stamp set. We'll stamp all of these stamps so that you can see them as well, because I know they're a bit hard. Actually, let me just see if I put them on the back of this piece of paper, you might be able to see them a bit better. But we've got thanks, happy birthday, happy Father's Day, which will come in very handy when we get close to Father's Day. We've got, oh gosh, I'm trying to read that without my glasses on. Hang on, let me put my glasses on. See if I can read it. Older, wiser, better. You are a lifesaver. You are an inspiration. We've got Dad, we've got Son. That one will come in very handy. We've got some seagulls. We've got a border, and we've got some grasses, like some, what are those? Not buffalo grasses? No, not buffalo grasses. What are those ones that you see like beside the lakes and the rivers and things like that? Who knows what those ones are called? I can't think what they're called. But yeah, anyway. We'll stamp all of those so that you can see what they look like. All right, so we get that. Oops, just lost my flyer. And then here is all the goodness. All the goodness in the box. So on the back, this is actually the back here because all the products are in here. On the back here, you see each of the 3 projects. This kit has 3 of each of the projects, so a total of 9 cards. This is the instruction sheet, okay? So when you open the packet, remember to take that instruction sheet out. This is called the Lakeside Retreat. It coordinates with one of the suites in the new catalogue. And then you get all of your products. Now you can see I haven't actually opened mine yet. I've seen other people open theirs, but I've tried not to look too much because I wanted to have the surprise when I opened my own. I have already seen some alternative projects out there as well. And it's just so beautiful. Pampas grasses, that's it. Thanks, Chris. Yep, pampas grasses. Or reeds, yep. That's what I was thinking of, is reeds. Yeah. All right, so we have got all of our products in here. So we'll pull those off. Ooh, oh, that looks exciting. Hang on, let's pop them down there carefully. And flip that over and make sure you take your instruction sheet off the back. Now, if you are traveling, this piece of cardboard that comes in the pack is great to use as like a craft mat. You know, we normally have our green craft mats or grey craft mats or black craft mats. This you can use as your craft mat if you're traveling and you're taking your kit with you and you don't have a craft mat. I use these to package in products or classes that I send to people. So they come in very handy for me for that purpose. But yeah, if you're traveling, use that as well. Okay, you can also use them to make little albums and things like that. You can use that cardboard for that. All right, so you're going to get your adhesive in there. For this kit, we have some tear and tape. We also have in here some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. We've got some embellishments. These are really cool. We had some similar to these. I a while ago. They were like irregular shaped pebbles. These are really cute because they look like little stones, which are fantastic to embellish your cards. So we've got those in there too. I'll pop them back in there so I don't lose them. We've got our instruction sheet, and this shows us the 3 projects here and each of the items that we need for each of those 3 projects. It shows you step-by-step instructions. It even shows you how to put your where to put your adhesives. And then on the back, it shows you, there you go, there's the stamp set. There's all the different stamps in the stamp set, and that's all the components of the kit. It tells you that you have supplies here for 9 cards and 9 envelopes. There's a video here, a QR code here that you can scan for a video. It tells you your coordinating colours here as well. I won't bother reading them all out. So lots of information on this little flyer, which is awesome. So let's have a look. Who's excited? I'm excited. This is the first time I'm actually opening this with you and seeing all the things. Ooh, they look pretty. So there's some blue backgrounds. They kind of look like they're painted. They got a little bit of texture in them. We've got some gorgeous envelopes. Oh my goodness, look at these beautiful envelopes. Aren't these just so pretty? Just looking to see if they're all the same. These ones are all the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9, they're all the same envelopes. They're printed on the back as well. Okay, so that's our envelopes. Pop them back in the box for the moment. These are our card bases. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I can already see some alternatives in my mind because look, we've got different print on the back to what we have on the front. So we can cut these apart to use them as individual pieces and use them with some of our own cardstock to make, 2 different projects with those. Love that. So there's 3 of those and they're blank on the inside. We've got some wood texture card bases. Oh, lovely. We've got 3 of those. Again, I can see this cut in half and these 2 used as separate pieces of DSP on different projects. So you can make these go so much further than just the 9 intended kits. And then this is the last card base. I love that they're printed front and back. You can do so much more with them. So that's those 3. We've got some labels. So we've got a couple of different types of labels there. Oh, we've got these printed labels. They're pretty. Wow, look at this one. Love that. And you probably can't even see the detail in the depth, but they look kind of 3D, these ones, in real life. IRL. We've got these ones here as well. So there's 2 of those ones. So they look really interesting. I love the detail. Oh, actually, no, sorry, there's 3. There is 3 of those. Love the detail on this one around the edges. That's really cool. And then we've got these printed pieces to use for embellishing our projects. And we've got this border strip as well. Actually, we've got a couple of border strips. There's a wood one and there's this one. And then we've got these scenes. We've got the bike and the oars and a little life jacket, our little fishy. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of those as well. Oh, exciting! So pretty. Okay, let's have a look. So we'll turn to this page in our... Let me have a little sip of my tea again. Oh, you call those reeds... Bulrush. Ah, yes. Okay, thank you, Leonie. I've heard them called that too, actually. Okay, so let's go with card number 1 and let's pull out all the pieces that we need for card number 1. So let's get our card base, which is this one that has the jetty and the boat on it. I'm going to put all of these other ones back in the box. Okay, what else do we need? I really love this scene. Isn't this beautiful? This reminds me of growing up and holidaying down at Shoalhaven Heads. I don't remember an actual jetty down there. There was a jetty, one place I went, where was that? That was, I think it was Ulladulla. There was a jetty like that down in Ulladulla. But just the river scenes and the boats and things, it makes me think of Shoalhaven Heads and the Reeds. Yeah, that just makes me think of holidays growing up. All right, so we also need one of these labels. Yes, bulrushes. Okay, so they're called bulrush. I'll have to remember that. We want one of those. We want, not these because they're for another project. We want, from this sheet, we want this border strip. We want the fish. And we want this one. Put those ones to the side. And we want one of the rectangle labels, which is going to go that way, I believe. It looks like it might be going to go on there. Do you think? I think so. All right, so they're all the pieces we need. Oh, and our embellishments, of course, which are in here. Let's take those out of there. And our minis, our mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and our stamps and our tear and tape. All right, so let's pop all of that back in there. These are all the pieces that we need. So for the stamps, this one says Happy Father's Day. So do you know what? You can change up these sentiments however you like. I am going to do Happy Father's Day because, one, my husband will be having Father's Day in September, but two, my son is also going to be celebrating his first Father's Day, which is very exciting, which I hadn't announced yet, so publicly. But there you go. You just got a little sneaky announcement there. Okay. So there are all the pieces. All right, let's turn over and have a look at lots of dimensionals. Okay, love it. All right, the first thing we're going to do is get our stamps, and we're going to give them a clean because they are brand new stamps. You always want to give your brand new stamps a clean. Now I'm going to cheat because I'm going to do all of them at once using my chamois. So I'm just going to give them a really good scrub to remove any manufacturing oils on them so that they don't repel the ink. And if you give them a clean and then you still find they're repelling the ink, stamp them off, give them another clean, and then go again and you should be good. Sometimes it takes a couple of goes to get all of that manufacturing oil off. All right, Simply Chamois is an awesome cleaning tool. If you don't already have one, you need one in your life. Okay, let me grab some grid paper. I'm just going to turn them over and press them all down to dry them off. There we go. Now for this one, let's use, I'm going to swap out my block for my D clear block because I love these blocks. They're more ergonomic than the ones that we get with the kit. They're a little bit easier for me to grip onto. These ones are great for traveling, or if you need lots of blocks, they're great, but I love this one, so I'm going to swap out for that one. I'm also going to swap out the mini dimensionals for some mini dimensionals that I already have on my shelf, okay, because I like to use these to keep as gifts. And I already have some tear and tape as well that is open, so I'm going to switch out that tear and tape as well for my tear and tape. This is one left over from another kit, and this is from a full roll of tear and tape that you can purchase in the online store. I am going to use the Peaceful Pine Stampin' Spot because I haven't opened up my my Peaceful Pine. Oh, I have actually opened up my new Peaceful Pine ink pad, but it's not in here. I think it's out in the other room. So I am going to open up this one to use this one. Okay, so there are a few things that I'm changing up. All right, which stamps do we need to use? Okay, so we need a few different ones. Oh, that's good. We get to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different stamps. Okay, we're going to use them one at a time. I'll take the Father's Day one off first, and I'll pop that one on. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, let's use my grid paper to line that up. I'm going to pop that down on the corner of this side of my, no I'm not, I'm going to put it in the middle, otherwise I'm going to stamp it wonky. I was going to be tricky and put one stamp on one side and one on the other, but I will accidentally rock my stamps and I'll wreck my stamping, and I don't want to do that. All right, let's start with our card base. It is already scored in the middle, so all you need to do is fold that over and give that a burnish. Now, if you don't have a bone folder to burnish your folded edge, you can use the edge of your block, okay, to do that. Like that, okay. These ones have got a bit more of a sort of sharper edge on them, so just be careful if you're going to do that. These ones have a rounded edge if you're using an ordinary D block, and so they flow a lot smoother. Okay, so our instructions are saying fold the card base. We are going to do some stamping on the card base actually, so I probably should have, do you know what? I've got another block. So I'll grab another block. We're going to be stamping the bulrush reeds, and are they bulrush reeds or just bulrushes, and the birds on there. So we'll do that first before we do the other stamping. All right, so let's grab our bulrushes and we'll open our Peaceful Pine ink. I'm just using a pair of, let's not do that over the top of our project. So what you'll do is you'll run your scissors along the edge where the lid joins the, yeah, just be careful of your fingers as you do that, where the lid joins the base. Oops. Just run your snips along there and then it should open. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So the bulrushes are being stamped down here where these reeds are. And I'm going to test this stamp first on my grid paper because, as I said, if just give that a few stamps to get that working really well. Because if you haven't cleaned it enough, then sometimes it will still want to repel the ink. All right, and then this is going to be stamped down here. Beautiful. Okay, so we're just doing the one stamp there, so we'll give that a clean. Dry it off and pop it back on the sheet. And then, actually I think that was up there. Then we're going to stamp the birds. I love the little ink spots as well. They're great for traveling with because they're nice and small and compact. Okay, so we're going to stamp our birds up in the top corner over here. Beautiful. Give them a clean. So we're going to do all our stamping first, and then we're going to do our construction. Okay, so we've got those ones. Whoops. Then, all right, so we'll pop that to the side, and then we're going to stamp on this piece here. And we're going to stamp our Happy Father's Day, which I had over here. So again, you don't need to use the Happy Father's Day stamp. You could use the Happy Birthday stamp that's in the set as well. Or instead of, I should say, not as well. Tap, tap, tap. Right, we're going to stamp this in the middle. I'll just get that straight. Beautiful. I love how this ink is stamping. And then we're going to use the little border stamp to stamp a little border top and bottom. So we've got this little one here. This little, it looks like a rope actually. Looks like a rope border. So we'll grab that one. Just do a little test stamp with that one as well. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. You love this base card front. It's so beautiful, isn't it, Rosemary? Yeah, I love it as well. So sort of peaceful as well, isn't it? All right, and then we're going to create a border at, what are we doing, at the top and the bottom? Yep. I'm doing a border at the top. Hopefully I'll get that straight. Yep, not too bad. And we'll do one at the bottom as well. Beautiful. Good. All right, we'll clean that one. And then we've got one more stamping to do. Oops. And that is the You Are an Inspiration. That is such a lovely stamp. You Are an Inspiration. So as I said, each paper pumpkin kit that we get, I'm going to do one exactly as the instructions show. And then for my subscribers, I'm going to be doing some alternative projects as well. Okay, make sure we've got that well inked up, and we're going to stamp that in the middle. Oh, I don't know if I got that straight. Oh, it's not too bad. Perfect. There we go. All right. We get an awful lot of stamps, which is fantastic in this set. So many great stamps in this set. Could have even stamped with this Older, Wiser, Better, which would also go with Happy Father's Day, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's pop the blocks up there. All right, so we've got all of our stamping done, and now we're going to do all of our piecing together. So we'll just move that away. We're going to put some dimensionals on the backs of some of these pieces. So we'll grab our mini dimensionals. Okay, let me just check the comments. Am I missing any comments at all? No, all good. All right, so we're using the mini dimensionals, and as I said, the minis did come, you did get some minis with your kit, but I'm just using ones that I already had. And we're going to stagger these up to make sure that we're supporting this piece really well. I might even add an extra couple because I can. Okay, so that's that piece. Then we've got these pieces and the fishy. The fishy is having two on this side and none on here because it must be overlapping something. this one, if we flip that over, it's having 2 on this end. Oops. And a little bit of tear and tape on the other end. So I'll just tear off a little bit to put on the other end. And this one is having tear and tape, top and bottom. Now you can either tear your tear and tape, but if you like to, because it is called tear and tape, so it does tear. I really am a tape cutter. I much prefer to cut my tape. And then this piece is going to be, I'll leave that for the minute. This piece is going to have, we'll flip that over. It's going to have tear and tape on this side. And dimensionals on the other side. There we go. So that is all of our bits. Okay. Okay, so they're all of our bits. And then we're going to put everything together. Let me just put the protector back on these stamps before I stick them to everything. They were getting a little bit sticky. Move all my tools. All right, so now we come to construction. All right, so this strip, we'll remove all of the backings. Does this scene here remind anyone of anything specific? Holidays you've been on, or somewhere you visited, or perhaps somewhere where you used to live? Okay, and then we're putting this, yep, so I'm following along with the instruction sheet. So we're up to step 3 now. And we're putting the strip down this side, about there. Just make sure I've got that set a little bit low, so I'm just going to gently take that up again. There we go. Okay, so that's going on there, and then we're adding this. Oh, Leonie says, I have to fertilise my annuals that I planted over the last few days. You're going to watch the replay later. No worries, Leonie. Enjoy your time out in your garden. Okay, so then this one gets attached to the, what is it, like a signpost? Sort of like a signpost. And that's going to be added down here, so we'll do that one next. Then we're going to be layering the other pieces above this, on top of this. So we're going to pop this down about here. Move that over to here. There we go, and then we've got this signpost that goes on top. Now, this one I'm just thinking, have I put the dimension, I think I've flipped that the wrong way, because I've got, yeah, I should have flipped it that way instead of just over that way when I was doing the dimensionals and the adhesives. So I'm just going to take those ones back off and see if I can roll this one back off. Yep, and I'm just going to switch that over. So I just realised when I went to put that down, hang on a minute, those dimensionals are on the wrong side. All right, so dimensionals need to be on this side. That's okay, they came off without too much problem. So all good, put those on that side, and then we'll put a bit of tear and tape on the other end. And that will work so much better. Here we go. Let's try that now. That should be good. In fact, I might even add an extra. Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, that'll be good. All right. So then we add this one here like that. So that it looks like that signpost is hanging down off that sign there. And then the fish is going on top of that. I've done the same again on this one too. Put the dimensionals on the wrong side. That's okay. Let's pull them back off and put them on the other side. Oops. So just note when you look at where you're attaching your dimensionals, rather than just flipping it over that way, actually flip it that way. So when you're flipping it for your dimensionals, flip it all the way over, like flip it left to right, not top to bottom. Okay, does that make sense? And then that one is just going on top there like that. Awesome. And then we've got to add our embellishments. So we've got 5. So we're going to add, let's start at the top up here. The best way to get these embellishments off without damaging them is actually to bend the acetate backwards, and then if you can get your, take your pick tool under there, or yeah, whatever tool you like to use, or however you like to pick them up, your nail even. And we'll just pop those down here like that. Might move that one over a little bit. There like that. And then we're going to have 3 over here as well. So we want 2 of the rounder ones and 1 of the longer ones. Probably should put the long one down first. It's going to go down here like that. Then we'll take this one and add that there, and then 1 above it as well. Oops, where did that go? Thought I had it then and it jumped back off. I'm going to pop that one up there like that. Just might move that one over a little bit more if I can. If I can get that up. Nope, I've pushed that on too hard. That's okay. There we go. So there's our first card completed. Isn't that beautiful? And we've got the beautiful decorative piece on the back there too. Isn't that just so lovely? Really, really beautiful. Love it. All right, so that's the first one. All right, let's move on to the second one. So let's clean all of this up here. And I might take another sip of my tea. What's everyone else drinking today? You got your cuppers with you? It reminds you of Port Stephens Mungo brush. Ah, that's so nice. Lovely. Great cards for dads. Yes, I agree, Rosemary. Sorry, Rosemary. I keep on calling you Rose because I have another friend who is also Rosemary, but I call her Rose. So I apologize. But if you go by Rose and you don't mind Rose, then that's great too. Let me know. Otherwise, yeah, I'll call you your full name, Rosemary. My sister's name is actually Rosemary, but she goes by Rosie. So I'm used to calling her. I don't think of her as a Rosemary though. I think of her as a Rosie. Okay, so next card. So bring all our bits out again. Oh, and don't forget we've got our beautiful coordinating envelopes too. So there we go. Aren't they beautiful? So lovely. I think these, if you change that sentiment up to not be Father's Day, like even if you had like happy birthday on there, what was the other ones we had? Happy birthday, thanks would also go great on there as well. Then you could use that to send to anyone, not necessarily just a masculine card, because I just think that's such a pretty scene, and that'd be great for anybody. All right, next one. We want one of the lined card bases. We need one of the push bikes this time. So hang on a minute, which is the one I was using before this one? Let's put those in there. Okay, so we want the push bike, which is really cute. Do we need anything else from that one? Yes, we do. We need this scene here. Isn't that just so beautiful? Look, by the ocean. It just is really relaxing. I love being by the ocean. Don't love being in the ocean so much these days because I'm older now and I don't think my back would cope very well with the waves, but I love being near the ocean. I find it really just relaxing. No, it is Rosemary. Okay, Mum didn't believe in shortening our names. Fair enough. I will call you Rosemary then. All good. Okay, so we're not using these ones on this one, but we are using one of these blue pieces. It's funny actually, all of my siblings and I all had our names shortened. We all have longer names, and yeah, we all had shortened versions of our names which we grew up with. It's funny, isn't it? Some people, and then we want one of these little sort of rounded corner, let's take one from the edge here, sentiment pieces. Yeah, some families like to shorten names and other families like to keep the full name. Everyone is different and that's okay. All right, so this is a birthday card this time. So let's turn over to our number 2 project. And the first thing we're going to do is fold our card base and burnish that again. Okay, I'll do that both sides. Pop that over to the side. Then we are going to do some stamping on our printed piece here, again with the bulrushes and the birds. So we'll bring in our grid paper again. I've already used those stamps, so I know that they are working well, so I won't need to stamp them off again this time. Okay. All right, so we'll get our Peaceful Pine ink. Tap, tap, tap. And we're stamping 2 lots of bulrushes this time, either side. So we're doing one up here with in amongst these reeds that are already there. And then we're doing one on the other side down here. And yep, so we've just got the 2 there, and then we're doing birds up in the corner. So we'll stamp this off, give it a clean. Let's make sure we dry it off again on our paper. And we'll get our birds. So how many of you have subscribed to Paper Pumpkin? I saw that Chris said she had, and Rosemary said she had. Anybody else who's on here today who has already subscribed to Paper Pumpkin? There we go. And are you excited to get your kits? They should hopefully be, what's the date? Yeah, they should be shipping next week, so that'll be great. Be exciting when you receive yours. Okay, so that's the stamping that we're doing on that piece. Then we've got some stamping to do on this one. We're stamping, we're making a happy birthday card this time. Yay, good, because I need some more birthday cards. I realized the other day I'm getting very, very low on birthday cards. And I thought, oh wow, I need to get cracking on some of those birthday cards. Now I haven't used this stamp yet, so I am going to give it a good inking up, and then I'm going to do some stamping off just to make sure. If ever you find that a stamp is still not stamping well, sorry, I've realized I was stamping right down the bottom of the page. What you can do is stamp down and then give your stamp a little twist on your paper. That sort of seems to help. Let me straighten up this camera too. It's tipping a bit again. That seems to help condition the stamp a bit to hold that ink a bit better. There we go. Now it's holding the ink beautifully. And we'll stamp our happy birthday sentiment there in the middle. Beautiful. That stamp's really lovely. Really beautifully. Okay. And then we need to stamp. This time we're stamping older, wiser, better. That one there. Because we all get wiser as we get older, don't we? No matter the age, even younger ones. We learn as we grow and as we get older by experiences. So stamp that one. Might even give that one a little twist just to be sure. And this time we're going to be stamping on this long piece here. So just move that down a little bit so I can see to get over the top of it into the middle. Beautiful. Good. Okay, so that is all our stamping done. Put that back on our sheet of stamps. There we go. So we've got our, and just to show you in the instructions, it shows you which stamps you're using on which pieces, okay? So it's very easy to follow. It shows you your open ink pad here. So it's very easy to follow the instructions. Now we're down to here and we're up to the adhesive part, up to the adhesive step. Okay, so we've got our card base. We've got this blue piece, which we're going to turn over. We've got our, let's do them one at a time, hey? So we're going to put some dimensionals on this one. Oops. I always like to do my dimensionals in the corners first, and then I like to add the other ones. I'm going to add an extra one in the middle there. Okay, so we've got that one, and then this one here, our image, we're going to use our tear and tape. Where's my tear and tape? There it is. One and two. Now I have to admit I like a bit of extra tear and tape, so I'm going to run an extra piece across the center, even though it says we can just get away with top and bottom. I love adding extra tape because I never like any bits to be, wobbly bits. All right, now with the bike, we're going to add dimensionals, and I am nearly out of these ones, so I'm going to have to cut some of my edges here. Oh, I have one more there. We want to use all of these edge pieces as well. Never want to waste all of your edge pieces because they come in very handy. All right, so let's cut these. They're just going to be a slightly different shape, but they are still going to do the job that we need them to do. I might just add an extra one there as well. Okay, so we've got that one. With our sentiment here, it says to do 3. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and let's see, where is that being attached to? Oh, that's actually overlapping that one, which is that one, which is flat, so that's okay. And I'm going to add one down the bottom here. And then this one as well. This one is having 3. Well, they look like arrows now, don't they? Well, not that one so much. Let's cut some more here. There we go. All right, so there's all of our pieces, all with their adhesives already on them, ready to go. So now it's time to put it all together. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, oh, you know what? I missed one of the pieces that we needed, which was the wood strip. Did I not get that out? I think I missed that one. Yep, I did. This one here, the wood strip. I missed taking that one out of the packet. I mean, out of the sheet. And this one is going to have tear and tape. Now, if you want to change up the adhesives and instead of tear and tape, if you prefer to use liquid adhesive or Stampin' Seal, you can certainly do that as well. That's totally up to you. All right, so first of all, what we're going to do is we'll attach this one. Actually, no, we'll attach this one first. Yeah, we do it that way. I was just thinking which way you could attach your decorative pieces on here first and then attach this to the card front if you wanted to, but I'm going to do it this way. All right, so we've got our card front. Make sure your card is opening in the correct orientation because, you know, that's important. And this one's going to be adhered just with an even border left and right, and it goes all the way from the top to the bottom. Okay, then this one is next. And this one's going to have bit of a border at the top, a wider border at the top, and then a little bit of a border, even border either side. And then our wood strip. Our wood strip is going right up against that one, so you can butt that right up against there like that. So it looks like a bit of a deck, like a jetty going out to the walkway, doesn't it? Then we'll pop our sentiment on there. Oh, we have to do our bike first, actually. Hang on a minute. Let's put our bike first because then all the other bits are going to overlap. Okay. Put our bike on here first. So that's going to go about there. Oh, it's coming right down to here. Yep, so it's going to go about there. Then this one. No, then this one. Hang on, let's work out where these are going. So that one's going to go over here, and then that one is going to overlap the bike. So I might need to bring that one down. Ah, I already took the backings off that one. I didn't realise I took the backings off that one. I didn't look carefully. No, wasn't ready to stick that yet. I might stick this one first, I think. Might take that down a little bit lower so that we can see the wheel there. There we go. And then this one. I'm just going to tuck the edge of that just up under the edge there. There we go. Beautiful. And then we want to add our beautiful little pebbles. So we've got 3 this time, and they're going to go around the bottom here of the bulrushes. So we'll put a long one in the center. And then we'll use the rounded ones around it. So put that one up here. And then that one up here. You're loving this, Leslie, the male-themed cards. Yeah, they're great, aren't they? I'm so glad that you're enjoying this, these projects. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that just so beautiful? And I think even this one, even though, you know, they look like they would do really well for masculine cards, I think this one would go well for anybody. Don't you think? It's just so pretty with the bike. Like, I think it's really, yeah, it could really be for anybody. So pretty. And our coordinating envelope, of course. Let's not forget about our beautiful envelope. Isn't that just so gorgeous? It's such a beautiful, beautiful kit, this one. All right, now last one. Let's have a look and see on our page here what we need for our number 3 project. Okay, so we need a wood card base. And from the sheet, we're basically taking the remaining little log cabin scene. Oh, I know someone who would love that. Oh, I have a friend in mind who would love that. We've got some oars. Has anybody ever been in a rowboat and actually rowed a rowboat? I have. It's a lot of fun. Hard work on your arms though, but a lot of fun. Okay, we've finished that whole piece now. Do you know you can actually use these though as masks if you want to do blending on a project? So don't necessarily throw these out because you've got some great shapes here. You've got a circle, an oval, you've got the vest, the oars, even rectangle and a square. They'd be great for decorative masks. All right, so we've got those pieces. What else do we need? We need, okay, this one and another one of these ones. This one's on top, so I'll grab that out now. Not that one. And this one was the next on top. So we need one of these ones. Yep, and that circle. Oh, and the blue signpost. So that one and this big circle here as well. Again, look, you've got these great shapes you can use as decorative masks. So they can be repurposed. All right, oops, put that one back. Alrighty, so I think now we've got all of our pieces. So that one, that one, our card base, that one, oars, that one. Yep, all good. Alrighty. All right. Someone is ringing my doorbell. I have no idea who that is. And the dog is going off her head. So, yeah, anyway, Amber's dealing with that. So it's all good. Okay. Let's turn now to the instructions for our third project. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold our card base. We are going to, what's our next instruction on there? We'll do our stamping. Let's do our stamping first. So we need that one. Oh, we're going to be stamping on our card base as well and on that one. Okay. Okay. So, now this one says thanks Dad, but I'm just going to put thanks on mine. Okay, so I'm going to center my thanks. I'm not going to do, or you could do thanks Son actually too. Thanks Son would be good too. So you could do that, or I think I'm just going to do just thanks on mine this time. But let's do the stamping on this one first. So we want those bulrushes again. We'll put those on a block. Okay. Ink that up, and this time we're actually going to be stamping them coming down the page. So we're going to be stamping them at a bit of an angle. Now you might want to work out where your circle is going to go first. So I'm going to be having my circle up about there. So I want to make sure that these are going to be coming out from under where my circle will be. And then this other one on the other side, it needs to be down a bit lower because then there's going to be some other elements that are going to be over the top. So we want that one coming down here a bit more towards the bottom. Okay? All right. And we'll dry that off. I forgot to put my grid paper underneath before we started stamping, didn't I? But that's okay. And all right, so that stamping's done. We're going to do, I will put the grid paper down now, just so that I make sure that I don't stamp anywhere that I shouldn't. I don't want to get any extra ink on my desk. Okay. Let's see, thanks. We'll grab the thanks. Now the thanks I haven't used yet, so I am going to ink that one up and stamp that off. There we go. And I'm just going to stamp that in the middle because I'm not stamping the other word. I'm not stamping the thanks or the Dad. I mean, I'm not stamping the Son or the Dad. Again, you could stamp the happy birthday if you wanted to. Yeah, you can really stamp whichever sentiments you like on these projects. We're going to use that little rope again to make the border. Tap, tap, tap. So who's crafting along with me today? Is anyone crafting? And if you are crafting, what are you making today? Let me know in the comments what you are creating with today, or what you're making today. There we go. See, the thanks on its own looks fine. As soon as you add that that decorative border, you could even add 2 rows if you wanted to of that decorative border. That would look really nice as well. Okay, so that's our thanks. And then you're a lifesaver. Let's stamp that one. You're a lifesaver. Okay, that one hasn't been stamped yet either, so I'll give that one a little practice stamp and then we'll clean it. Actually, you know what? I'll give it a twist. There we go. And this time we're going to stamp the sentiment more towards the left-hand side because there's going to be some things that are going to overlap it on the right. So we're going to stamp it about there. Not all the way to the edge, but more so to the left side. Give that a clean. Pop that back on the sheet. Okay, we are done with all of our stamping, I think. I think that's it. All right, we are ready for construction. And okay, so we're going to do all of our embellishing and our adhesives. So we're going to add some, oh, hang on a minute. This one is tear and tape and this one is dimensionals. So what I'm actually going to do this time, before I put dimensionals on this one, because it's going to make it bumpy, I am actually going to adhere this image, wait, let's use this one up first, to the brown circle first to make sure that it's nice and flat when I'm adhering that. Okay, so I'll do that first this time. Nobody crafting along with me today? Everyone's gone very quiet. Who is crafting along with me today? Or are you just sitting back and relaxing and watching what I'm creating for you today? Or with you today? With you and for you. There we go. Oh, isn't that just so beautiful? Wouldn't you love to be in that little cabin on that little island? It looks like a little island, or it could be coming off the edge of the side there of the headland. But wouldn't that be so lovely to be in that little cabin? Can you imagine it in the wood in the winter with a fireplace? So beautiful. By the lake. So peaceful. Okay, so we'll add some of these dimensionals. These are all my edge pieces, using them up, utilizing them well. Okay, so we've got that piece done. The little life vest as well is having some dimensionals. So we'll cut all of these edge pieces down here. Whoopsie. All right, so this time it says one at the bottom and one at the top, towards the top, and one down here. So it must be overlapping something there. Okay, so that's that one. This one is going to be attached to that one. So I'll do that first before I mount that one up. So this one is tear and tape. See, I can't tear it well when it's only a small piece. There we go. Okay, so we'll just mount that onto there. And then this one is having tear and tape at the top and dimensionals at the bottom. I've got a big, you know what, I'll cut this one in half. Had a big piece of dimensional that came off my sheet. So I thought I'll just chop that one in half and use that one. Let's get rid of some of this that's on the desk. Okay, and this one. This one has tear and tape. So that's nice and easy. And I think we've got all of our adhesive on all of our bits now. Okay, construction time. Right, so we've already put those two pieces together and we've already put those two pieces together. Oh, the oars. I didn't put the adhesive on the oars. We better do that. So we're going to have some on the ends here. An extra one there. And then we're going to have a little piece of tear and tape on the ends there. So we'll just cut a little strip on the end and another little strip. There we go. All right. Okay, so first of all, we're going to adhere this one. Let's take all our backings off, our dimensionals. And pop that up here. There we go. And then we're going to pop this one next. So tell me, who finds masculine cards difficult to make usually? Let me know in the comments if you find masculine cards difficult to create. Oops. There we go. And then we're going to put this one over the top. This one's going to go here like so. There we go. And then we've got our life jacket and our oars. So we're going to do one oar first, then we're going to do the life jacket, and then we'll do the other oar. So the first oar is going this way, like this. We don't want to cover up our reeds. So we're doing that one like that. Oops, down a little bit lower. There we go. No, we're going to go over a little bit further. Like so. Trying to get it positioned just right. Let's go up there like that. Yep. Rosemary said, yes, they are not the easiest to do. Female and children are easier. I agree, Rosemary. Yes. Yep. What about everybody else? How do you find doing masculine cards normally? Maybe you find it, maybe some of you find it easy to do masculine cards. All right, so we're popping this one down here, like so. And then our last oar. Leslie says she finds masculine cards the hardest. Yeah. Yeah, they can be tricky, can't they? And then this last oar is going to go in here. Now, trying to get the dimensionals, because we've got, I think I've got an added layer of dimensional there. So I want to make sure that I actually might take that bit of dimensional off because it's going to overlap the other one. I'll just keep that little piece on the end there. I'm going to try and get that bit of dimensional to sit in here like that. There we go. And then that can come up there like so. There we go. Yes, masculine cards can be tricky. I hear that a lot from people, that they find masculine cards the hardest to do. So this kit is perfect for masculine cards. In fact, you know what? I'm even going to lift up that little end bit and I'm going to put a dimensional under the end of that one because of how I've got that sitting. I feel like it's sitting up a little bit higher, so I feel like the end needs to also sit up a bit higher. So I'm going to put a little bit of dimensional under the end there to just sit that up a bit higher. That looks better. There we go. Great. All right, and then let's add our little pebbles. Oh, in fact, this one doesn't show us to add pebbles on this one. Well, there you go. This one doesn't have the pebbles. You could add some if you wanted to, if you had extras. But you'd have to make sure that you have enough for the other cards first. But, yeah, there is a lot going on this one already, so you really don't need them anyway. So there is our 3 beautiful cards. All right, let's grab them all together. Hang on, let's get our envelope for this one. Yeah, so this paper pumpkin kit is fantastic for any of you who find masculine cards difficult or challenging, because these ones are already designed for you. But as I said, you can change any of these up. And again, they do make beautiful masculine cards, but they don't necessarily have to be masculine either. If you change those sentiments up, then yeah, they can just be for whoever you like them to be for. There you go. There's the 3 beautiful projects. What do you think? Do you like those? They turned out so beautifully, didn't they? Let's put them straight so you can see them. There you go. Aren't they just so beautiful? So I am loving this paper pumpkin kit. Now, before you all go though, let me show you. There are some coordinating products that goes with this kit that you can add on if you want to. They are called add-ons. It is this die set here. Now this die set actually coordinates with the April, May and June paper pumpkin kits. And I have them right here to show you. So you get all these beautiful dies. This is how they come. This is what they look like. Let me show you. I'll move these to the side. Aren't they such beautiful projects? So let's see how they coordinate. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Rosemary. That's great. You feel good about getting this paper pumpkin kit? Awesome. I'm so glad. All right, so these are the dies that are the add-ons. They're called the Wonderful Scenes dies. Oh, here it is up here. Wonderful Scenes dies. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies in this. Now, this is an optional add-on that you can add on if you are a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin. You can only get them if you're a subscriber. So you've got this beautiful wooden sign here. You know how like we were creating these little signs, these little signposts here? This is actually more of a full wood. You've got the wood paneling there with the little sign. So that one coordinates beautiful with this one. You've got the word wonderful. I know you're probably seeing that back to front because, yeah, it die cuts that way. So that word reads wonderful. And then you've got some starbursts or fireworks that coordinate with the next month's kit, the May kit. And then you've got some butterflies and some flowers there as well that coordinate with the June kit. And the word wonderful can go with any of them as well. So aren't they just so beautiful? Now it's already 5 to 6, but would anybody like to see me die cut these to see what they actually look like when they're die cut? Because I've just literally opened them with you, so I haven't seen how they die cut yet. Does anybody want to hang around for another 5 minutes and we can die cut them and see what they look like? What are you thinking? Or do you all need to go? Is it too late now and you need to go? Let me know in the comments what you would like me to do. Do you want me to die cut them or do you need to go? Whichever is fine. And there's our beautiful cards. Yes, please. You'd like to see them, Rosemary? Okay, fantastic. I'll grab out my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I have it right here. Okay, let's move our cards to the side. I love those. I really love how those cards have come out. They're even more beautiful in real life than I thought they would be. I knew they looked nice, but I'm really happy with those. They're beautiful. So exciting. Okay. Now, what colour do we think that the wood one would look good in? Would that be good in like maybe some pecan pie or some crumb cake? What are we thinking? Maybe some, you know what would look good? Crumb cake, and then we could add a bit of ink. Let's try that first. It would look great in pecan pie as well because it would already be in the wood sort of colour. But this can be a lighter wood colour too. So I'm just going to cut some of this cardstock down a bit. And we probably just need about half of one of those sizes. There we go. All right, let's have a look and see how we go with this big die. Okay, so I'll put that through my mini machine. You just use the ordinary plate sandwich that you would use for any other die. I'm just going to put this one on a slight angle to take it through the machine because we've got that straight edge there. And that just helps it feed through the rollers if it's on a bit of an angle. You're so excited to receive yours, Leslie, your paper pumpkin. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad. All right, so for starters, you get a square there, so you can use that in a project. You could use that as a sentiment label, and then you get the pieces in here. Now, because it has an embossed finish on it as well, it might sit in the die a little bit more, or stick in the die a little bit more. So just use your Take Your Pick tool to gently coax that out. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Look at that. So that's that one. And yeah, let's keep that piece too. Now I've got an idea. I'll just quickly show you. Where's that grid paper? That looks beautiful on its own, right? You could use that just on its own, but let's add a little bit of crumb cake ink over the top. So just tone on tone. And let's see that detail pop. Just going to use a sponge dauber with a little bit of crumb cake ink. And just give that a little bit more of a, a weathered look. And you'll notice that the detail, the wood detail, will pop even more with that little bit of ink on it. And you can go around this part too to make it all the same colour. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? What do you think? Hang on, I'll hold it up closer to the camera for you. I'll hold it up on the grid paper. So there you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's an optional extra, an optional add-on. It comes with all of these other dies as well. Now, what about the other one? So that one's awesome. And then you've got the extra square as well. So don't chuck that out. You could use that as well. What colors are we thinking for these ones? What color would you like me to, the wonderful I can do in crumb cake, because I've got that here. Let's see, will that fit on there? Yep, that will fit on there. So we'll do that one in the same color. And then what color would you like me to do the butterflies in? Tell me in the comments, what color would you like to see the butterfly? There we go. Oh, you love it, Rosemary? That's great. You're going to add that to your next order. Fantastic. Is it too late to order the add-ons? No, it's not. No, you can add them anytime. Yep. That's fantastic. Yep, no, add it to your next order, Rosemary. That's totally fine. You don't have to add it at the same time as subscribing to your paper pumpkin. You can add it any time, so long as they still have stock in, supplies in stock, you are good to go. Oh, wow, I love this. Now, one thing, a little tip with using these word dies, if you add some of the what's it called, the adhesive sheets to the cardstock first before die cutting it, then you can just turn this into a sticker. So I didn't do that. So what I would do is I would take my little sponge, my little glue sponge that I keep in my container here, and I would use that with my liquid glue on a silicone craft sheet and dab my glue on there to then be able to adhere that. Or if you've got a fine tip glue pen, you could do that too. But isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And this is in comparison to the size of the signpost. It's a bit wider than the sign on the signpost. But isn't that beautiful? That's really lovely. I love that. I love the font in that. So pretty. Yeah, really love that. All right, blue for the butterflies. Okay, let's do some blue. And let me just poke out that extra bit of cardstock there. And I'm just going to put these back on the sheet so that I remember where they went, because I haven't Normally I take a photocopy of my dies so that I know where they go back on to their sheet so I can fit them all back on again. Haven't done that yet with these ones because I literally just opened them as I was about to go live. All right, blue. How about a light blue? While I'm up, I'm just going to shut my blinds. It's now dark outside because sadly we don't have daylight savings anymore, and so now it gets dark so much earlier. So, oh, I miss daylight savings when we don't have it. I really love it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. All right, so this is actually, you know what? Let's do the flowers in this as well. We'll run them through at the same time. This is Balmy Blue that I'm using. We'll run them both through together. And then the Fireworks is the other one. This Fireworks here. What colour should I do that in? Maybe a yellow, do you think? Like a, maybe Daffodil Delight or something? What do you think? There we go. All right, butterflies first. Oh, look, they die cut out individually, and the flowers are actually connected. So there's our butterflies. Look at the little butterflies. Can you see those? This little one is teeny tiny. Let's pop them inside the frame here. They are so sweet. The two big ones have got stitched detail on them. And the little one does a bit in the middle as well, but not as much as the other two. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. And then let's have a look at the flowers. We'll have to poke them out. Yellow or orange. Okay. Yep. Orange would be good too, wouldn't it? For the... There's the flowers. So they're all connected, the flowers, but you could easily snip them apart if you wanted to use them individually. They're sort of created in a way that you could easily do that. All right, and then the Fireworks, let's do in yellow or orange. Orange would be good too, wouldn't it? As our I'll move our Wonderful down off the all that inking so you can see it. Okay, I have a scrap of Timid Tiger here, so how about we do it out of a piece of Timid Tiger? So if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, feel free to put them in the comments, whether or not you're here with me live today or if you are watching the replay. Feel free to ask me any comments that you have about Paper Pumpkin. Ah, okay. So this one is a little bit different. So, oh my goodness, you do get all those tiny little stars. So this one actually die cuts the... Put it down on the paper. So it embosses the starburst lines, like the lines of the starburst where it's like going, and then the actual little stars themselves, they die cut out. But yeah, you do that out of a, so this one's a bit different. It doesn't cut out the images like this one. It cuts the image into the cardstock. You do get all these tiny, tiny little stars, which would be great for a shaker card actually, but they are super teeny tiny. Hang on while I just release them. They're flicking. Putting my hand over them because they were flicking everywhere. There we go. I'll hold that up to the, so So there's the teeny tiny stars, and that's the die for that one. And these little flowers, they are beautiful as well. There we go. So there they all are. I'll hold them up to the camera so you can see them closely. Aren't they awesome? So there you go. You can see the details in the starburst. I just love them. I'm so excited about these, and I love this stamp here, this die cut here, the wonderful. So there you go. So that's the Wonderful Scenes Dies add-on for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. If you would like to get those, yeah, you can get them now, and they will be, so if you order the add-ons, they won't come with your Paper Pumpkin kit. They will actually come in a separate order. So you can add them in with your next order, and they will come, yeah, with a normal order. So that's like ordering a normal product, whereas your Paper Pumpkin kit comes on its own. All right, well, I'm going to quickly tip the camera back up face to face so that I can say goodbye to you properly. So bear with me. All right, I just saw a comment pop up. Let me read that. Hang on, I'll just adjust my lights there. Martha says she loves these dies. If you don't mind me asking what the dies are called, please. Yes, these are called the Wonderful Scenes dies. Sorry, you'll probably see it back to front. Wonderful Scenes dies. They are available only to Paper Pumpkin subscribers as an add-on product. There is a product code. It's 168665. 168665. But again, you can only get those if you have subscribed to Paper Pumpkin. They're not available for just anybody to purchase. Only for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. It's one of the perks of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. We get all these additional things that we can order, and it's one of the perks of being a subscriber. Oh, you're welcome, Martha. So yeah, so make sure you check out Paper Pumpkin. You can go and check out all the details on the website. Now, I was going to put my link for Paper Pumpkin. Did I do that already? I think I forgot. But let me grab my link for Paper Pumpkin, and I'll put that down in the comments as well. If you would like to subscribe through me as your demonstrator, you are very welcome to do that, and I would love to support you creatively. And as I mentioned, I will be putting on a monthly Paper Pumpkin party where we can gather together on Zoom, so from anywhere around Australia, for those of you who subscribe with me. And we'll be able to create our kits together. I'll go through and do all of that again with you. Because I have subscribed as well, so I'll be getting another one of these kits, which is awesome. And there's the information there as well, but you need to subscribe by 10th of April to be able to get the April kit. If you subscribe after April, then you'll get the May kit, so then you can come and join us for the May Paper Pumpkin party. And yeah, and I will have some other things for you as well, some other projects, some stepped up projects, some other alternative projects using this kit as well. So very exciting. I'm excited for all the things, all the Paper Pumpkin things. All right, does anybody have any other questions that you would like to ask me before we finish up? Or are you all good? Let's have another quick look at the projects up close. There's card number 1. You are going to be seeing them back to front because the camera is, yeah, that way. That's our first one with our beautiful jetty there, reminding us of our holidays. We've got this happy birthday one here with the little bike. Love that. Imagine riding your bike along the shoreline, along the ocean, and looking out to the sea. Wouldn't that just be so beautiful? And this one here, we've got a little cabin in the woods on the lake. or on the river. So peaceful and beautiful. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed those. And I hope that you enjoy putting together your kits, your paper pumpkin kits when you receive yours. So remember to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. It's available in all the Stampin' Up! Markets now. The US, Canada, Europe, and the South Pacific, which is Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, and jump on board. It's lots of fun. There's some Paper Pumpkin groups out there as well. There are Pinterest boards. There are YouTube channels. So, yeah. Oh, you're very welcome, Rosemary. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. I'm glad that everybody else enjoyed that too. And I will let you all go. If you have any other questions that you do think of later, feel free to send me a message. I'd be happy to answer them for you. But I hope you have a great evening and a great rest of your week. I will be back at the normal time next week on Monday, the 13th at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We're back on Standard Time now. No more daylight savings. So I look forward to seeing you all again then. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.